Hello guys, good day. I'm back again for another tutorial. So this is HBT tutorial for your open source installation and basic configuration of applications. So for today guys, once again, if you like my video, can you please like, share, subscribe on our YouTube channel HBT tutorial so that you're always updated on our latest video. Okay guys, so for today our tutorial is on how to install the new Vicibox installer for Vicidial, Vicibox10, and we configured and also we will configure the Vigiphone so that we can test if the Vicibox10 is already stable or not. So they have some bug, still some bug on the Vicibox10 installer, but I think that only some it's working on production because we already use it some of clients, and there is no issue on dialing, but I did not test yet on the WebRTC or the Vigiphone. Today I will show you and test it on with the Vigiphone. Okay, so let's start to create our VM server for now. So I'm using VMware. So I will start to create this Vicibox10 server. Okay, and then I will choose the Linux OS, and then I select the OpenSUSE. And then from here, just next. Okay, I will assign at least 2 CPU core, 2 gig of RAM, 16 gig of 20 gig of hard disk. It's okay for the testing only. And data storage, I will choose my ISO image. I have here the Vicibox 10 ISO. Then select. Always remember you need to select connect here so that when you boot up, it will automatically connect to the ISO. Okay, so and then next, and then finish. So after you finish, you will see your create VM at the bottom. Okay, and then you can power on, then connect to console. Okay, so this is now our VM. You can select and use the up and down arrow. Okay, yes. Okay, so from this I need to okay, I need to restart the reset the okay, and then always remember click the up and down arrow, then select the install Vicibox, set and enter. Okay, then wait. Okay, wait, I just adjust the screen. Okay, so and then click enter for yes, and then wait again to install the Vicibox. Okay, so while you're waiting, you can check the installation manual of the Vicibox server. This is the installation manual of the Vicibox server. You can select. And as of now, the Vicibox, they are the same installation setup for Vicibox 9. So you need to run the Okay, so it's on 54%, so we need to wait because a little bit slow the installation on the VM. Okay, sent. Okay, so we are now 89% of installation. They are loading the Vicibox 9 to our virtual disk. Okay, we need to wait a few minutes to finish this. Okay, so while we waiting, we can check the installation manual for the Vicidial, but all the installation manuals always are always the same. So much better because Vicibox 10 is already updated on the OS. They are using OpenSUSE 15.3, so you can run the ZyperRep and Zyper app. But on the old Vicibox 9, you need to skip these two. Then you will proceed already to Vicibox Express or Vicibox install if you do a cluster installation. Okay, so you're now verifying the root partition. Okay, so and then after we do all the Zyper rep and Zyper So just remember, when you install Vicibox 9.03, don't run the Zyper rep and Zyper app. Skip it, and you going to do the Zyper, the Vicidial or the Vicibox Express installation already. If you are doing a cluster, you can do the Vicibox install. But if you going to install using Vicibox 10, the updated ISO, so because they are already OpenSU 15.3, so you can able to run the Zyper and Zyper app. Okay, so this is the, we will do also the Let's Encrypt and Certboot SSL to set up our Viciphone. Okay, 85%. Okay, so installation already finished. So what you need to do is you need to log in. So the default login for Vicidial is root, and then the build password is Vicidial. Then you will have a pop-up. So you can select your keyboard layout, and then license. You need to accept this. Enter, then yes, and then select your time zone. So for me, I will use America, New York. Then okay. Then input your root password. Okay. Your root password. So as you can see, this I'm using a VMware hosted to Belia.net. So it's a hosting provider also, and also you can get a cheap dedicated server there, Belia.net or the Etzner.com. So OVH, they have a lot of cheapest dedicated server offered. So look, and also Contabo, you can get a cheapest dedicated server for your visit diet. Okay, so we are now ready to configure our VM. So you need to check if you have an IP. So for now, because I'm using an VM and they did not assign any MAC address so that they can give me automatically IP address. So I need to configure my YesLAN. Okay, so I need to edit my from dynamic. I need to edit to static IP address. So I need to put my IP. So I can replace my host name if you want, or if you can leave default if you do single server. After that, you need to go to your host name in DNS. So I need to change this one. Okay, and then so I need to put my name server 2. Okay. Routing. You can add. Select your network card. Okay. Then F10 to save. Then wait, and then you can do a test if you already have on network. Okay, and then you can try to make a ping, like example google.com, and now you are connected to the internet. Okay, so you can clear, and then now the next step, you can check your RIAS time zone, but we already set to New York. Okay, and then now we will going to start the update or Zyper rep. So Zyper rep, it depends on your how fast your server and also the internet connections. Okay, then after the Zyper rep, Zyper app. Okay, just type Y to install or yes, agree, and then wait to do the installation. After that, you can check your time date control. So your time is okay, it's already New York and -4. Okay, so you can clear and start the installation of Vicibox Express. Enter, and then you need to type your IP address. Okay, then yes, and wait until the Vicidial will be installed on your server. After done, you can try to access it on a web browser. Okay, so while we waiting, so I will ready the domain that we are using for our um, Vicibox server. So I need to create a domain. So we need to go to my Route 53 on AWS server. Usage zone. Check. Okay, so it said it's ready to reboot, but don't reboot yet because we need to configure the uh, yes, LAN again because so that we can ready or we can do okay, we can try to reboot and then we can test. Okay, so I will preparing my subdomain for the Vicibox 10 Vicibox 10 and then create the record. So this is my subdomain now for Vicibox. So I can okay. So while you're waiting, you need to wait. Just preparing the Vicibox. Okay. And then I can now connect to PuTTY. So 92. Okay. While we are waiting to run the server. Okay, so um, okay, so I can now access using the PuTTY. So you can try also to access on the pic. Okay, we have already the domain we are creating is already working, but we can try to access to yeah, it's also working. And then we can now to configure the admin page. So default login when you do the first installation and login 666 and the password is 1234. Okay, then continue for the initial setup. You can create your password. So much better use special characters for the password. Okay, or can generate a password. Okay, and then modify your time zone and your default voicemail zone should be same with your time zone. Okay, then submit. Okay, then log out and then log in again, 6666, and then your new password. Okay, and then you can check if you have. Okay, so you need to modify the user again. So set the permission to 1. Okay. So that you can able to modify, edit some admin privilege. Okay, then submit. Okay, so if you click the reports, okay, then you will see an error like this one. So if you check your server, the same, and then if you check your screen, you only have 4 sockets running. Why it's like that now? So for this one, you need to check. You need to check the daddy service daddy status. So it's inactive. If you start the daddy, maybe we will, and then we will check the status. It's running now. And then if you make a daddy test, should be work. Okay, so it means your asterisk meet me, it's working now. And then when you go back here, so you need to update. You need to the screen. So still some socket is not yet running. Also the asterisk. It's already still dead, so you need to start the asterisk. So it's running. And then you can check the Chrome tab. You can run the keep alive. So let me check the keep alive. Here's the keep alive, this one. You can run this one, the keep alive. Okay. So you have now 9 socket running. So we need to check. We have now the keep alive. How about the need to check the asterisk PL start on boot. Let me check this one. And we check the screen. 10 socket. So we need to please check because I have some error. And then we need to check our So as you can see, our server is now on sync. So uh, because the error is the asterisk is not running on the first boot and also the daddy. So we need to check later if why they did not run on the first boot. So maybe they have some error on RC local or on the cron. So we can add it on the cron tab if they did not put on the rc.local. Okay, and then uh, now we have already running the VC and sync already sync the time. Okay, and now we will do the update first for the from the asterisk 13 to 16. Okay, so I will stop the asterisk for now. Service asterisk stop. Okay, so when you stop, you need to run the Vicibox as 16 and then yes, so that our server will update to latest asterisk or asterisk 16. So okay, okay, so also I will modify my YASLAN. So I need to change my domain name or the subdomain because I use a Vicibox 10, my subdomain. So Vicibox10.hb tutorial.tk. Okay? So I need to go to edit my hostname to vicibox10.hbtutorial.tk. Okay, hbtutorial.tk, and then F10 to next. Okay, and then you need to check your hostname. You need also to change to Vicibox10. Vicibox10. And then for the domain name, you need to put your domain name here, hbtutorial.tk. Okay, so because we are using on Vicibox10 and this is the subdomain name and then this is our domain name. Okay, and then uh, you need to confirm now the changes. F10 to save and wait and wait, and then we will do the process again. Okay, so we can get the GitHub or the PG phone. Okay, so we can check the PG phone. So we can go to github.com. Then select here the Vigiphone. So we have we have here some Vigiphone. So we can try the copper docs cyber phone. So right click. So this is the 2.5 Vigiphone. Okay, so let me check. So still waiting. When you encounter this, because they have some issue on firewall D, but you can do the force reboot of the server, or you can I do the duplication. Oops, I think my line is not. Let me check here. So let me check my host name. So it's already Vicibox10. I need to reboot. I will to reboot the server for now. Okay. So to apply the changes, especially on the firewall, they have some issue on the firewall D. Sometimes firewall D is hung, so you need to force to reboot to apply the changes. Okay, so inactive right. So we need to wait our uh, server to restart again. So okay, we are successfully rebooted our server. So we will try to access again on putty. Okay, then root username and your password you created. Okay, you can check your keep alive again. So you have now running 11 sockets. So and then when you check, you need to check your asterisk running. Okay, so this is the asterisk. You need to put this asterisk code to your server. Okay. Hmm. So you can go here and update the server. So you need to change the asterisk version with the asterisk 16. And then click the rebuild config files. Yes, 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 and then submit. Okay, so after you done that, you can exit the booty. And it means your daddy is working well. So you can test the daddy. If working, you can do the daddy test. So now the daddy is working fine. Okay, and then I want to check my host name, my host. So yeah, it's correct. So I can now run the Vicibox cert point. Let me check. Or it should be Vicibox SSL. They already changed to SSL. Okay, Vicibox SSL. So what is your email address? So you can put your email address so that when your SSL it's nearest to need to renew, it will update you on your server. And then your qualified domain name. So my domain vicibox10.hp tutorial.tk. Okay. So you need to double check if it's correct, your email and domain name. Then yes, if correct. Okay. And then you need to wait. Okay. You need to wait until server generate and get an SSR. So do you want to enable a new SSR certificate in Apache and Asterisk server? And then yes. So and then do you want to do this to cron dab? You can put yes so that your server it will. Okay, so we assemble template. So this is your WSS server settings and admin. You can copy that and then you can go back to our server, go down and you can put the WebSocket here. So just like this one, as you can see, then submit. And then you can check your asterisk httpd if it's already httpd.com. Okay, so you need to modify, okay, you need to modify the bind address. You can put your IP, but you can, okay, so bind port, so you can enable that. And comment, then going down, for the Okay, so as you can see, server certificate already completed. And then you can check here if the enable. Okay, enable, yes. And then control 0 to save, then enter to control X to exit. And then you can verify with asterisk. So you need to check if the HTTPD show status. So the server now is ready for taking the WebRTC or the WebSocket. Okay, then exit. And then you need to go to your web folder, service srb www, and then htdoc. So this is the path on the, so I will put the VG phone here. So I need to get a copy. We will try to use the VG phone modified by Capernox. Okay, so just go here, copy, then go back to your putty and command to copy git clone, and then paste, and then okay. So as you do, check ls. This is the Cyber phone. Okay, let me check. Okay, so Cyber phone, and then this one. So Cyber phone slash the cyberphone.php, you can copy, and it should be your, when you put on your server cyber, or you can do is cyber phone slash, and then so this is our on system settings on our Vicidial. So go back to the admin page again. From system settings, go down. You need to look the this one's the WebSocket URL. Okay, should be like this one, cyberphone.php, and then save. Okay, so I will refresh this one. Check. Okay, so I will try to log in using the HTTP domain, and my domain is already working. Okay, so Capernox web phone, and then I will try to create a phone. So we need to create a phone. So add a new phone. So agent 100. Let's check. So voicemail 100, 100, 100. Phone type. Okay, then submit. So you need to modify set as web phone. Okay, and then the VG phone template. So we have also here, they have two templates. So we need to double check the template here. Maybe the generated by our system. Yeah, it's already generated by our system when you created so as you can see, they have missing some, so we need to double check the settings of WebRTC phone. Yeah, the RTP MOX is missing, so you need to add the RTP MOX. This is the important on the PG phone. So the RTP MOX, you can insert there, then save, submit, and then you can create your campaign to make a login and test the user. just come. Okay, just simple settings, no need to change. I will disable the whooper so that I can able to log in without any leads uploaded on my campaign, and then I can create the user now. The user should be agent 100. Copy paste, so admin for now. Hit submit, and then if I try to log in my agent Vicibox10 at HB tutorial .tk. Agent login. Okay, so let's check if we can able to hear the. So as you can see, I think my path is not correct. So you need to go back here, admin settings, system. The path is not correct. So if you check can we remove? Okay, we can verify. Beside your phone. PHP. Okay, so we need to go back on our page. Maybe we need to put a slash here. Cyberphone.php. So you can verify this one if it's working. So how? You need to go to your Vicibox10.hb tutorial.tk slash paste here. Or you can put the AGC slash. Yeah, so it means it's working. So if not working, you can refresh this page. Okay, so if still you see an error, so you can copy the whole link. Okay, and then go back to the system settings again and the web phone, or you can put the AGC here. Maybe we need to put the AGC. It should be work. I don't know why the server did not read. Yeah, so that's the reason. Okay, so you need to put the full domain name. Okay, copy and paste. This is the complete name. So when you refresh the page, web phone will be shown here. Okay, so reg field status. So it's a reg field. So we need to double check. So you can enable the debug mode on the phone. So agent 1 and then debug mode. Okay, let's submit. So from here then log out, then log in. So if you check an error here, okay, so we can verify the following. So we can check the open for scanner. So I need to check the port. Sample the 8089. So it's open, so it means it's working. Okay, so after you set up that, let's try to service asterisk restart. And then nano slash asterisk. Let me check the asterisk zip.com. So my okay, from here you can add the, I think this is not an external IP because we are using already you can configure here, you can add the IP here, and also for you can add a domain. Okay, and then control 0 save and exit, and then restart the asterisk. Check the asterisk.com is running. Okay, service asterisk restart. Let me check the status. It's running. Okay, so now, so you can check if show peers. Okay, so that's it. And then you need to go back to here, agent. Where's this one? So I think asterisk is not working again. So I need to double check. Agent field wrong, which means they said is a wrong password. So okay, so I think that is still not working again. So yes. Yeah, so we have missing module again on our server, so that we cannot able to configure again, so we need to reload the keep alive. The asterisk boot so that they can refresh the screen and sessions, and then the keep alive. And then we can recheck the screen, so so that we can fix the WebRTC. Okay, so we need to some screens double, so it will less now. Okay, and then So here, agent RTP no host on agent 100. So let me check the password on my agent. So because of the I need to update also the password, the registration password. Maybe. But I'm using a set web phone, external active, then already put a WebRTC connection. Submit. Issue. If not, we need to reboot the server again. Okay, you can do firewall CMD. That issue on the firewall CMD still there. So for that, still issue on firewall, yes, firewall. So we need to reboot the server. And if still not connected, we can disable the firewall D, and then we can install another firewall for this. So this is the bug on the Vicibox. Then the firewall is blocking some. Or we already 1 hour and 11 minutes, so we need to fix it so that we can do a test on the Vicibox phone for Vicidial. Okay, so we're going to check again. Start. Root, then password. We will wait to complete the screen. Okay. So it's a little bit delay. Scroll down. HTTP issue. So again, I think why the screen is not running completely because the Tifa Live is not loading completely. Why it's like that? Let me check the database. So service firewall D. So firewall D stop. So still the connection is not registered. Okay, so issue on firewall D. So you need to stop that part. So I'm able to connect successfully on Vicibox. So if we check the server states, it's okay. Okay. So now we can try to start the firewall D, and then we can check the yes firewall if we have. So see, it's not working, the yes firewall. Reload on boot. Let me check the allow. Asterisk. Oh, I see. So you need to allow asterisk. Let me check the WebRTC connection here. RTP, XRTP. So Vicibox total in address. So SIPs. Asterisk is there. XRTP. Okay, so if you go back in on our Viciphone, it's already connected. Let me log out and check. Log in again. Viciphone is connected now. So as you can see, the issue on still on the firewall. So you need to disable or stop the firewall and rerun again so that it will be applied. Okay, so if I do the firewall, let me check the firewall CMD is okay. As you can see, this is the allow. So this is the allow. So as you can see, the some dynamic portal is not here. The link. So from here you can add some ports like for the UDP ports. So you can add some firewall CMD. Firewall CMD. We can do permanent, and then add ports. So you can add the web RTP ports or for the Viciphone. So you can allow the from 31,000 to 65355 slash UDP. One. Get activation. I think so. This is the interface right now. So this one is on the public. So I think this is the issue. So you can check to yes firewall again. Let me check this firewall. Okay, so you can modify the interface. You can change the zone. Into Docker. Let me check the zones. Let me check the Docker. So from the Docker, you can allow the following. So you can select the following like the Apache, same as the core, web server. So you can add the SSH, RTP, so Apache, you can add the HTTP and HTTPS, and then the DHCP. It's on the public, okay? And then you can remove this to say the same with Apache HTTP and HTTPS. Add. Okay, and then you can do F10 to submit and wait to apply. Okay, so when you check your firewall again, it's all okay. So, reload. Okay. Okay, so we have successfully installed Vicibox10 with Viciphone used by Cyber Dial. Okay, so if we can try if we change the Viciphone like the original Viciphone by, let me check the Christian Cabrera and the Vicimake. This 4 years ago. This one is okay. We will try the Viciphone with Cabrera. Okay, so we'll show you on how. So you need to go to your web directory, srbwwhtdocs agc, and then git clone, paste, and then you can visit the Viciphone address. You can check the Viciphone. So this is the file right now. Okay, and then you need to go back to update your Viciphone profile. You need to go back and go to the admin and then system settings, going down, and then you can modify this one, the space, and also the Viciphone.php. This one you can replace from Cyberreal to Viciphone.php. You can test if this working. So it means it's working. Okay. So when you log out this one, I need to save the page first. Save the page. Okay. And then when I log in, submit. Okay. So we have successfully changed our Viciphone. Okay, so okay guys, so this is the tutorial for now. We have successfully installed our Vicibox10 with Viciphone, enable the WebRTC, and we use the Viciphone of Capernox and Cabrera. So thank you guys again for watching my video. This is HBT tutorial. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you always updated on our latest video. Thank you guys and have a nice day. Bye-bye.